Hello everyone, Gotsall here, and today I'm going to be talking about the positives and the negatives to the map Shipment in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now, just I guess for a brief history of the map, of course, Shipment is the extremely small map that we usually see, especially now in the most recent Modern Warfare game, that comes out every couple of like twice every season right now, to do a shipment 24/7, and it's something that I kind of wanted to talk about for a little while, because this map of course has also made other appearances in past games, originally showing up in Call of Duty Modern Warfare or Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare a long time ago, and it's made other subsequent remakes and rehashes coming back into the most current Modern Warfare game. Now, why do I say positives and negatives? Because there are definite positives to this map, but there's also what I feel are a lot of negatives to this map as well. Let's jump into the positive. Let's jump into the positive thing for this map itself. The great thing about this map, especially during the double XP weekends and everything on that side, is the aspect of it being a good way of grinding your levels and getting weapon levels up and unlocks done. Now, this is a great thing because if you want to do it in a quick fashion, especially on double XP weekends, you usually have Shipment 24/7 there. And, in all fairness, that is something that even I've done in the past and to go along with it. And it's it is what it is. If I want a level to get, if I want a particular weapon or a particular gun to be unlocked with a certain thing, I usually go to the shipment side of it once it's available, because again, it's usually a fast-paced game. It's usually you can usually get a lot of games in there, and you're usually going to get a lot of experience per match to go along with it. Now, on the side of that being a positive, I've got to jump right into the negatives here because I feel like there are a lot of negatives to this map, some of which I'm going to get into this particular video. So that one thing that was a positive, it's great for grinding levels and weapon levels, is also a negative to this map as well. The reason why that is also a negative is because it's blatantly telling us that this game is very grindy. It's a very grind heavy base to get to where you want for the weapons and for what you want to do inside of the game, because you have all these different attachments to unlock, you got everything going around, and you also have certain requirements to even meet on certain things as well, and it takes a while to get there. That's why I guess they have the double XP weekends, and you also have this because it makes it go a lot faster. Now, why is that a negative? Well, it's essentially telling me, at least me personally, that this is something that's not fun. The grind in this game is not fun in any way. Now, don't get me wrong, there's lots of games out there. I could probably maybe even count it on one hand. Where a grind for a game is actually fun. It's very rare to see a game actually have fun to grind your levels, grind your unlocks, and everything like that. It's a very rare thing on that one. So, with it being a great positive, it's also a massive negative. It's basically saying, it's like, hey, our grind is not fun. Here's something that makes it quicker for you to go along with it. The other thing that I personally have an issue with on this one, and I consider a negative, is the overall design of this map. And, well, also to coincide with what could be talked about in a completely separate video, what I would say the horrible spawn system in this game is to begin with. So basically, the design of the map, it's a super small map that coincides the super quick games, everything like that, everything to go along with it. Basically, in a nutshell, what I'm looking at with this map is that this is basically a test level that got put into the game saying, yeah, here's a level for you guys to go along with it. It's super small, and it felt like it was there to test kill streaks. It was a map made to test kill streaks that got put into the game as like, here's padding stats. Hey, more maps. type areas. So just like the initial design that you saw back in Call of Duty 4, the original Modern Warfare, was even more prevalent because they definitely added a little bit more to it here and there over the time frame. But overall, the overall thought, or I wouldn't say thought process, but the overall design of this level just screams test level. That it's not something that should really even be in the game to begin with. And trust me, this is not the only time Call of Duty's ever done this as well. You could probably throw Rust, and even to a certain degree, you can throw Nuketown into that as well. These are maps that I've personally never found interesting, fun, or anything to go along with it. And again, a personal opinion on that particular side. Now, also for another side of a negative here, and this is kind of something that maybe it's just how I want to personally have a take on it, is that the crazy moments that you see in the game become mundane in this map because it happens almost every single game. You're going to have some kind of crazy moment, or you might even get like 3 or 4 crazy moments in there, and it just makes it mundane and boring to that side. Crazy sticks, or I'm going to chuck a grenade across the map, something on that one. Massive like kill feeds and everything to go along with it. It's just, it makes all those crazy moments that very rarely happen on some of these other maps just become mundane, boring, and kind of the normal on that side of it. It's something that's very, I won't say necessarily weird. It's just based off of how the rest of the game goes. In the terms of the multiplayer, it doesn't. It feels very not out of the norm, but it feels out of place. Like it shouldn't be there on that one. And it's something that I've always really thought about when playing on this map. It's just like, here's a crazy moment. Here's a crazy moment. Oh, you could clip this moment. You could clip that. You could do this. And it happens like 1, 2, 3, sometimes even 4 times in a single match. And then you have the next one. So it just becomes like all these crazy funny moments become mundane and the normal and kind of boring to go along with it when it comes to this particular map. So it's definitely something that it's never really been for me. Obviously, I've done it for the purposes of grinding levels and everything like that. But on an overall aspect of Shipment, I've personally felt I get the purpose of the map and it being there in the game. It's great on the grinding levels and everything like that. And like I said, it can be even a negative. But I've never found this map in any way, shape, or form to be fun in any of the games that I've played it on. And I'll be 100% honest with you guys. I personally feel like this is probably the worst map that I played in any first-person shooter or any shooter in general. Again, these are kind of my opinions. I've been wanting to talk about this for quite a bit of time on that side of it, and I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to disagree with what I'm saying here, and that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine because a lot of people personally probably enjoy this, but I've kind of wanted to get out there how I felt about this map for a long period of time. Let's be 100% honest and fair about it. But with that being said, if you enjoy the content here today, please give it a like, share, subscribe. Anything that you can do to support the channel is super great. We're going to try to come back with other aspects of this because this is a new thing I'm trying, kind of doing voiceover stuff as well. So we're going to try doing some other things, and maybe we'll step into a more positive light with either another first-person shooter or something else with Call of Duty down the line. So with that being said, everybody, take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great rest of your day.